Welcome back to another final table commentary. We got the WCOOP 5K main event from 2020. A couple of years ago, but that don't matter. We got Tino Mulder, a huge 168 big blind stack. PT Fisherman, 150. Robin Ho, 139. Everybody else hanging out at about 50 to 20 to 10 big blinds. That's a damn shame. Couple of big stack bullies. Interesting stuff. Andre Hansen, 50 bigs. Munchin HB, 28. Prak, 38. Princess Chu, or Prince Chu? Princess Chu, 9.5 bigs. Santana's easy, 20 big blinds. Atlant, 11. Sixes for PT Fisherman. Okay, and 4-3-2 flop. Jack 9 defends the big blind. One heart for either player. Probably doesn't mean too much. Munchin was the 2 overs. Facing a quarter pot size bet, will still find the fold. The pair of sixes will take down the pot. PT Fisherman, 153 big blinds. Alrighty, so let's look at the pay jumps. Next person to bust out, $100,000 going in their pocket. Only 10 10 buy-ins. That's not too many, but nonetheless, it's a lot of money. Keep going on up. 8th place gets 140K. 7th rate around 200,000. 276 for 6th. 5th place almost 400K. Just right around 550 for 4th. 3rd gets $750,000. 2nd gets $1 million. 1.5 for first place. 9 and a 10 for Princess Chu. Probably not going to play it. Queen Jack for Santana. We will see a raise. Robin Ho will fold. The big blind was 6-3-0. Ooh, kings. Santana getting a few opportunities here. And I'm just looking around the final table. I gotta say, looking for prediction on this final table is, it's interesting. You obviously got those 3 big stacks. You would expect it to be one of them. Of the 3, I think you would expect it to be Tino Mulder. So Tino is probably the easiest bet. Based off skill, based off the chip stack. 130 million chips in their stack. They do still have to collect right around like 400 million chips, so it's not like they've got this in the bag. But from the starting point of the final table, we would expect them to get the job done. As the ace-8 suited goes for a 3-bet here. Ace-jack for Andre. Of the middling stacks, I think I'd like... Well, like, again, this is just an obvious pick, but Andre folding the ace-jack. 47 bigs. Hard to pick against them if a middling stack is to come back. Then the 2 shorties. I really want to see Princess Chu pick up some chips, and I don't know why. There's just something about that screen image. Like, what the hell is that? I think it's a female. I don't know. But it might be a picture of themselves. It could be their partner. It could be probably not their sister. You probably aren't putting a picture of your sister on your PokerStars account. It could also be a guy. Man, I'm in such a weird spot. Nonetheless, Princess Chu, we're going to see you pick up some chippy doodahs, aren't we now? You see, I'm also a big fan of Cristiano Ronaldo, but I think it's just too easy of a pick for Atlant. 11 big blinds as both players had pocket 9s. Robin Ho's taking a nice pot and finding themselves in first place now. 160 bigs. Queen 10, are we opening? 150 big blinds deep, why the hell not? 7 for Princess Chu. Might take the ace 9 suited. No, not this time. Would have got called off there by the queen 10, and you're going to have about 60%. Not the best spot for Princess Chu. Atlant with the ace and a queen. What are we folding for? What the fuck just happened? $11 big blinds. Okay, well, to be fair, $40,000 if Princess Chu busts. How much does that mean to you right now, though? Man. Robinho won't fold the ace queen with all those chips. Like 11 big blinds. Personally, I just see an all in with the ace queen. Personally, if I'm at the final table, that's what's happening. Oh, you know what? I was just about to talk about how much I love this flatting from the ace king, even though you just don't expect it. It's like, it's both. No, I think it's more counterintuitive than it is intuitive to flat the ace king here. Ace king is so damn strong. The reason why you don't 3-bet it is because you don't want to play like even a 20 to 40 big blind pot right now with Robinho. Do you really want to do that? No, you really don't. So nice flat by Tino, queen high board, Robinho running a little better, just a little bit better. And they pick up a 6 and a 9 in the big blind. Hard to fold a 6 and a 9 with 160 bigs. Don't flop too well. King, Jack, 5, all diamonds. The ace queen fold from Atlanta. Might as well call you Atlanta. Ridiculous. The ace queen fold? Are you serious? Open fold? Money changes people. Money changes people. Queens are good for munching. They'll take a small little pot there, 30 bigs. Not too bad of a spot for munching. Because like once you enter this final table here, you're sitting in what? 7th place? 6th place? You really just want to wait for a few ladders, 30 big blinds. You're really just waiting for those shorties to bust. Then you just hope to God that you can find a double up at some point. And then maybe get back in the game. It is a really cool situation. So Princes in Atlanta are looking to leave right away. But then we're going to have this sort of 4-way battle to see who's going to leave next between Santana, Parak, Munchin, and Andre. And then it's going to be a fun 3-way battle for first place between Tino, Robinho, and PT Fisher. So they'll throw punches back and forth. But the cool thing is one of those middling stacks is probably going to pick up a few pots. Like I can't imagine the 3 big stacks are just going to run the show, even though they very well could. It just feels like one of those middling stacks will pick up a spot, pick up some chips. If you get a double up, you'll be hanging out at about 60 to 80 big blinds. Not Santana, but nonetheless, they can get back in the game. All of those words to be said were just for me to say ace king for Princess Chu. Don't you dare put a 3 out there, Poker Stars. We have got 3 hours. We have got plenty of time to just watch Princess Chu double up here. Don't you dare call, Tino. You've got plenty of equity. No 3. No 4. No fuck's sakes. Oh, Poker Stars. Oh, it's ridiculous, man. You just can't let the shorty double for once. Oh, no, and Atlanta's going to take the 7s. And PT Fisherman has queens. And a 7's dead in the small blind. Oh. Poker Stars. I can't believe you've done this. 7's get it in. 7. Nope. PT Fisherman quickly knocking out 2 players. We're down to 7. 173 blinds for the fisherman. Okay, so now that we quickly lost our two shorties, now things will get fun. The other remaining middling stacks, they're in a weird spot again, but they're all very thankful that we just made something like $96,000. Okay, I'm gonna think about that ace queen one more time. Who the hell was it? What's his name? I can't even remember his name now. We lost the Princess Atlanta. Atlanta folding the ace queen with 11 big blinds. I'm thinking, what's the bottom hand? Because, like, when you think about it, I don't know if you want to jam ace 10-0. Ace Jack-O is a very weird hand, too, where you might just open fold ace jack. So if he had ace jack and he had open folded it for 11 big blinds, I think I would be like, okay. When you open fold ace queen for 11 big blinds, I lose my shit. But the thing is, here's the major factor. What's the difference between 11 and 13 big blinds? So if you take down the blinds with the ace queen there, you win 2. And now what? You're in the exact same position you were in, except you have 2 big blinds more. So Atlanta with the ace queen fold, it makes sense. Thank God we found the logic behind it, as Parak has top pair. Making 3 of a kind. Santana, hopefully we slow right on down. Slow right on down. Nope, we sizing up a bit. Brack ain't folding. Way too small. Should go check check. King queen no good. Brack 45 bigs. So just like that, that was one of those pots that I was talking about. You know, the big stacks can't win all the chips. We gotta throw some around between the middlings. 5 and a 6 going for a raise here. Robin Ho will fold the 5-4 suited. Something could happen here. Parak with an ace. King 10 for Robin Ho. Probably doesn't want to call an open, but will open if folded to. Fisherman with jacks and Santana with the suited ace in the big. Teach me what to do with jacks like 140 bigs deep. Okay, he does stick in the 3-bet. King 10 for Robin Ho will find the fold. Ace 5-0, Robin Ho folds. 10-8, what do you do with 11 big blinds? Might limp? We do see the limp. King 3 suited could raise, could just go to a flop. Could fold, but that's not going to happen. Pair of 8s for Santana. Hard to flop better than 9-9-8. Excuse me. 5-8-0 in the cutoff. Fisherman says, move along, friends. That's okay, bucko. He's gonna get in trouble. The fisherman is gonna get in trouble. Tino with the king and a 9. You know, okay, so since we lost princes, I've got to come up with a new hero. And I do like... I don't remember what tournament it was. There's some tournament I watched with Andre. And I'm pretty sure he put on a show before. Ace Queen under the gun raise. Santana does stick it in. No ICM pressure on him. So things are different, and the raise gets through, picking up about 6 big blinds. You see, Queso, in this situation with Santana picking up those chips, he almost catches up with Munchin. Whereas again earlier Atlanta folding the ace queen, the 2 extra big blinds he could have won would not have put him in anywhere. I want 1.5 million. Andre Hansen, the hero, calling the shots. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. That's gonna be hard, says Robin Ho. If you're not a superb negotiator. Oh, that's pretty funny. Fisherman. Blocking straights, running into top 2, betting full pot. Spades complete. Fisherman only blocking queen jack. 60 big blinds for Parak. Nice pot for them with the 2 pair. Hero calling down. And nice big balls bluff from Fisherman, you know, with the queen 9. Spades complete. And again, you don't have any spades. You're just blocking queen jack. 7s are getting called from the 8-9 with a heart here. Leading out on the board pairing turn. What the fuck do you do with 7s here? 7s call, jack on the river. Things are glitching out. What the hell's gonna happen? Tino fires away super small. Will the bet get any respect? Fisherman does fold. Nicely done from Tino there. Just making it look like a very thin value bet. Wow. Did not expect to see that. Blind on blind. Andre with the king and the queen. Gonna bump it up. Tino might rip in 8-8 here. There it is. Andre will fold the king queen. That's an unfortunate happening. Can't blame him to raise versus a limp. Just hate to see the all in. 9s for Fisherman. Whoa, what the hell's going on here? King high board. Munchin. Facing about a quarter pot size bet. Why can't I do the math here? Is he even smaller? 20%? Munchin sticks in the raise. What the hell do you do with 9s now? Fisherman gonna teach us a lesson. Super small raise, so 9s come along. Stack to pot ratio 1-1. Munchin checks. What a stupid hand. His hand is so silly. Ace on the river. Does Munchin ever fold a king jack if he checks it on over? I don't know if you're bluffing 9s though, that's the thing. I think you're just checking and losing. You hope to beat. Oh my god, he sticks it in! And I think Munchin's gonna fold the king jack. Oh no. Oh, and he folds the king jack. You can't blame Munchin, just a horrific river. The thing is, you'd expect some weird like ace 3 with some backdoor draws maybe to put in a raise on the flop. Fisherman does a great job of sniffing out where they are in the hand. Jacks for Munchin. King jack suited might call. Might think it's priced in, but truly it's not. The range that will be jamming is going to have you fucked. So Andre will just fold. Anyways, Fisherman's showing us some magic here. The 9s wasn't the first hand. No action for king jack. King 4 suited for Tino. I see an ace in the big blind. We're going to a flop. 6-4 deuce, a pair of 4s for Tino. 2 pair now for Tino with the nut flush draw for Fisherman. He blocks the nuts. He could put in a check raise. Getting a fair price to draw to the diamond. He will just play call, and a 6 pairs the board. and brings in diamonds. Tino quickly checks and sees the bad news. Ace and a queen for Munchin. Jack 8 suited in the small blind. Might play, might not. Raise from the short stack. Fisherman says, no, I'm not going to play. Santana with the suited queen comes along to the flop. Jack 8, 3, 2 spades. Small bet from Munchin. Quick fold from Santana. Santana does pick up a pocket pair. Robin Ho with a smaller pocket pair. He's going to raise. Fisherman probably going to call. Santana, who the hell knows what to do with 12 big blinds and pocket sevens here. Wouldn't be surprised to see a fold. We do see the jam. Good news. Robin Ho might fold with Fisherman behind. Fisherman with ace 10. I don't know what to do here. Calling off another 10 big blinds. Not ideal. Not ideal, but we are flipping against the sevens. He's going to stick it in. Ace or 10. 7 on the turn. Deads Fisherman. Full double for Santana. 30 big blinds. Do with a little extra juice in there from Robin Ho. Not too bad of a pot there for Santana to take down. Gets a suited ace. Andre with 9s in the big. This looks like a jam. We will see if he's going to play jam. There it is. A7 quickly hits the muck and we move along. Parak folds the suited ace under the gun. Robin Ho, Queen Jack. Parak with a little bit of a teaching lesson there, saying, hey, I've got 60 bigs, but I'm in 4th place. I could get put in a spot by any one of those 3 bigger stacks. And I've only got ace deuce suited. Parak says, I'm not even going to put myself in a pickle. Just fold, nicely done by them. Robin Ho picks up a pair of queens. Tino with a pair of 8s and a fair kicker. Can't imagine that queen's very good for Tino. 10's not great either. Ace Jack making the nuts. Robin Ho blocks that. Could try to get some value from an 8. Bets tiny. Maybe ace 3, ace 8 call you. Tino raises the ace 8, putting Robin Ho in a pickle. Blocking ace Jack. Tino with a huge raise here. Something like 3.5x Robin Ho's raise. Robin Ho blocking the nuts with a pair. Will find the fold in the end. Nicely done from Tino. Was an interesting little value bet there from the queens as well. You weren't expecting to get a raise on the river there. No action for the ace king for Tino. Boo-ba-da-boo. 7-8 suited. And 10s for Andre. 35 blinds. Tell me what to do. Do you call? Andre calls 10s. If he had something like 7 less blinds, it would be an all-in. Munchin's going to take the suited ace. Andre sitting here with pocket 10s. He finds the call. Hold, dealer, no 3. We hold. Andre up to 60 bigs. Munchin takes the spot with the ace 4 suited. Huge pot. Huge call from Andre. You're going to be flipping there so often. But then there's going to be some raggedy ace X. Maybe a few smaller pocket pairs in there as well. Andre finds a call, sees the great news, picks up a huge stack in 4th place. Santana comfortably in last. Getting an ace and a jack. Blind on blind versus Fisherman, who's got suited queen jack. We could see this get all in somehow. Maybe not. Fisherman goes for the raise. If he had limped, I think we could have got this all in. Blind on blind facing an all-in queen jack, I think can just fold. Too many chips to call it off there. I mean, nicely done taking the aggressive line first, giving yourself the opportunity to fold to all the jams. Ace and a queen won't go to the flop for free. No, no, no. Santana folds the small. Prac, 10 jack suited. Now that things have kind of switched up, he says, I will play this one. No more waiting. He's going to face a 3-bet though. Not surprised. Ace jack. Tino Mulder, big stack. Hard not to stick in a 3-bet there, even though Prac has tightened up. Don't you dare raise 3-7. He's going to do it. Okay, no, he folds. Ace jack goes for 3.5x and gets it through. Fisherman with a suited king gets called by the suited king in the small. Ace, ace, 6 flop, 1 diamond for Prac, 1 club for Fisherman. King jack could be good here. There's another club for Fisherman, so he can continue, or he could slow down and realize his equity. Teach us a lesson. Fisherman bombs away, picking up equity. Says, I'm going to put the pressure on all the better king X. Prac, with a straight draw to the 10, will find the fold with the better king. Nicely done by Fisherman. I was kind of curious to know, maybe if we're deeper in it and earlier in a tournament, we'll find a check back on that turn in this position. Fisherman says, looks like it's a bombing spot. Pair of jacks for Fisherman is good. Blind on blind. Robin Ho sitting there with ace high and a straight draw to the 10. Queen on the turn, pairing the board. Fisherman might like his pair of jacks a little better. Might try to get called by ace high. Oof. King on the river, counterfeiting the pair of jacks. Fisherman plays the board. Robin Ho's ace 8 is good. And Fisherman's in a weird spot where he's tied with just about everything. He could stick in a raise or even call. Pretty dirty river there, Poker Stars. The 2 big stacks going to war. Santana in last place. Will call the suited 6 deuce in the big. 3 of a kind for Robin Ho. Flush draw for Santana. Small bet. Quick call. No straight draw for Santana. He's going to need a fair price to continue. We'll get a free river card even. The draw misses, but sitting there with 6 high, he's going to lead out small. Try to take down the pot. It's obviously not going to work. Nicely done by Robin Ho to squeak out another little bet out of Santana. Sticks in the raise on the clean river. 3 of a kind. Takes down the pot. Fisherman with an ace. Santana folds his. Tino defends king 6. We both flop a pair. Backdoor spades for Tino. Backdoor straight to the queen jack. 3 of spades. Bringing in the flush draw. Tino. You don't love your 6s here. You don't want necessarily, say, a queen or jack to come off. You didn't want to see this big bet. Tino calls. 10 on the river. That's a clean river. This would be a nice big value bet by Fisherman. 10 million. Nicely done. Tino does just fold though with the spade blocker and the pair of 6s. I thought maybe the big value bet was going to get called. Maybe Nah, you don't want to really bet smaller, I don't think. Just a nice fold from Tino, all in all. Two pair. Andre with the nut flush draw. Fisherman probably won't let him see a river for a good price. Don't you dare bluff, Andre. Uh-oh. Andre in the tank is going to pull the trigger. Oh, he calls in a 5 on the river, completing the flush. 20 million chips going the hero's way. That's a big call on the turn. You're obviously not getting the price anymore. You just got to hope to be beating some bluffs. Andre makes the call. And he gets aces versus jacks. Poker Stars setting up Andre here. I didn't see any dead jacks. Andre will stick in the 3-bet. I don't think Fisherman will 4-bet all in. This is probably just a call. Teach me a lesson, Fisherman. How do you play jacks? Oh, pretty safe flop too. Andre isn't going to be 3-betting these small pocket pairs. Goes check, check, and a king on the turn. That will save Fisherman. He might still call another bet here. But Andre missed out on some value on the flop. Hoping ace-king just got there. Jack on the river! No! No! Andre's going to go for value. It's a clean jack on the river. Don't jam. Jack on the river. Fisherman's gonna stick it all in. Oh, Andre checks back the aces. Nice check back by Andre. He lost 12 big blinds there. Interesting stuff. Okay, so that's a valuable lesson. Yeah, it's a valuable lesson. Aces check back the very safe flop. They see a king on the turn. Jack on the river, they don't go for more value. Queens probably aren't paying you off. Jacks got there. 10s aren't paying you off. Ace king probably pays you off. Ace king paid a turn bet, so maybe that's all you're expecting to get from them. Interesting hand there with the jacks and aces. Huge setup for Andre, and Andre actually escapes danger without putting too much in the middle. Would be a nice spot for Fisherman to slow play. It's interesting. Interesting check back on the river with the aces. The jack isn't horrific. I suppose the king on the turn isn't great, as obviously kings make 3 of a kind. Do. 5's going for a raise here, getting some protection. 10-9 with a backdoor straight will fold. Nicely done by Tino just to take down the pot there on the flop. In a spot where Fisherman looked to want to buy it. Ace 4 suited for Fisherman, and Andre gets ace queen. Probably didn't call. Might teach me a lesson here and put in a 3-bet. Makes it 4x from the small blind. Fisherman with the suited ace. Will you come along? Does. Weird flop for the ace queen. Out of position. 1 heart. What the hell do we do? Fisherman with a gut shot to the 6 and the backdoor diamonds is going to come along to a small bet. Andre starts with a check. Jack on the turn. Ace jack gets there. 10-9 gets there. Another check from Andre. I'm afraid. If we're being honest, I think Fisherman's going to win this pot. 6 million chips to go. Andre with no pair will find the fold. That's unfortunate. And that's part of the reason why you call pre-flop. Or at least why I expected a call pre-flop. Jack's in the big. What do you do here? Yeah, like, again, I'm not surprised to see a call here pre-flop. You may as well just go to the flop, play your hand out. You just don't want to play some 60 big blind pot. As we even saw Andre not really wanting to go after the, I think, about 17 in the middle. Robin Ho makes a flush. Tino will bomb 4 million into about 6. Nice call from Robin Ho. Nicely played jacks there. I mean, on the river, it's kind of just like, well, I'm gonna call down. Got a bluff catcher. Ace and a jack for Santana. 8s for Robin Ho. This could get all in. Santana would jam some smaller pocket pairs here. Robin Ho might feel the need to call it off. Snap. Jack on the flop. That will do. A 9 on the river for a straight. Robin Ho gets there. Oh my lord. Oh, the jack on the flop looks so good for Santana. Unfortunate ending there. 6th place. Dang. Robin Ho, 151 bigs in first place. Dang, so what an interesting final table, hey? So the big stacks have only gotten bigger. They've just slowly picked away at everybody else. Again, not too surprising to see that. I am... what can I say about Andre and Parak, my bad. Andre had a few interesting hands, which was fun to see. With the ace-queen, the aces versus jacks. I think there was even a few more interesting hands in there that I'm just forgetting. As we see ace-9 float with 2 overs in the backdoor flush. Straight draw to the 4. Tino makes a pair of 8s. What a weird hand here. Tino might want protection. Bombs away, 9 million chips to go. Fisherman again, 2 overs. Straight draw to the 4. Any club. The deuce, a club. Pairing the board. Bringing in the flush. 31 million chips going the fisherman's way. Wow. So I was going to say about our 2 shorties now that I thought one of them was going to pick up a huge stack. But if we're being honest, they both did do a pretty good job of picking away while there was still a couple of shorties. Once the big stacks knock out the shorties, it's just kind of like, well, now 30-some bigs becomes the short stack. Nothing you can do. Andre checking back the flop, trying to give Fisherman a chance to catch up a little bit, but 3 won't help. Blinds go up. Doop-a-da-doo. Robin Ho, ace-6-0. Tino with the suited jack in the big flops bottom pair. With a real shit kicker, no backdoors. I wonder if we even call on the flop. No, nice fold from Tino. Nice fold. Ace-2 suited. Might want to see a flop. Didn't want the bottom pair if Fisherman's gonna flop top. Top. Spade is pretty scary for Andre. Another overcard to his deuce, of course. Big bet. I would imagine gets the job done, but Andre's thinking about it. No, he's gonna find the fold. 10-9 suited. Fisherman raises. A6 in the big for Parak. Jack 8 flop. Open-ended straight draw for the Fisherman. Ace high facing a small bet. Will just find the fold without a heart on the flop. Fisherman will play ace 8-0 here. Tino just calls ace jack, and Prak might come along with king 10. Are we going 4 ways to a flop? Or does Robin Ho just fold? King 10 folds. The 3 big stacks. Nope. Shit. That would have been funny. I mean, king 9's just going to be dominated there so frequently, you may as well just fold. You're hoping for 2 pair, and then you have to hope your opponents don't hit a set. And that your 2 pair holds. It's a weird spot with king 9. Nice fold from Robin Ho. We're playing about 100 and some bigs deep. No pairs. We will check this down. Tino's ace jack holds. Robin Ho now with the suited ace in the small blind. A little connectivity with a 10-8 for Fisherman. We both flop a pair. Huh. Bam, bam, bam. Super dry board. A lead from Robin Ho. What's a bluff here? Some sort of like 4-5 with the backdoor flush. 6-7 with the backdoor flush. 5. Pairs some potential bluffs. So again, like maybe even 5 deuce with the backdoors. Bum. I wonder if like something wrapped around the 8, such as 7-9, even starts things off with a bluff. It's just one of those interesting hands where it's like we're leading on out on the ace 8-3 flop. I don't quite understand that. Even though I'm sure it makes some sense because he did just get a value bet. Get called by a pair of 8s and even some worse aces will hang in there. Boop-a-da-boo. Both players with a pair. Tino going for some protection here again. 9-10 completes. Picks up a straight draw to the 8. What a force do. Surely they know they're no good anymore. I wonder if there's some king jack with some backdoors, king queen with some backdoors. Maybe there's some straight draws, jack 10 with some backdoors that maybe call a bet there on the flop. It's an interesting raise with the 4s. I'm just trying to think it through. Because then you check it down and it's like, well, then you imagine your 4s have a little bit of showdown equity. Showdown value, sorry. Kings for the Fisherman. King queen suited in the big. We're going to a flop. Don't raise. Fisherman's been nice and aggressive. The king queen suited could come in for the raise here, but it will not. 9-7-5. No spades. Pretty textured, so the kings are going to lead. Or sorry, stab. Stabby. Blind on blind. King queen versus ace 5. Fisherman in position. We'll stick in a raise. Pretty slight equity advantage. No pairs. Goes check. 5 on the turn. Spade for Robin Ho. 2 overs with the flush draw. What do we do? Bet in half pot. Fisherman with the pair and the best kicker. It is third pair, but he makes 2 pair. Spade misses. Robin O sitting there with the second nut blocker. Bombs away over bet. Fisherman sitting here with 2 pair, probably going to find the call in the end. Didn't want to see the over bet. Will he find the hero fold? This is a huge pot. We have not seen this blind on blind between these two. And he does find the fold. Huge pot for Robin Ho. Bullying around Fisherman who folds the 2 pair. Wow. What a freaking final table this has been so far. Got a couple pairs. Not much doing for Prak. I think my TV turned on downstairs all by itself. It's doing something scary of late. Last night, Michaela and I were, I think we were playing some basketball. Playing some 2K. In the bedroom, we heard the TV speaking away. Little Frank was sitting there taking a nap on the bed, but nobody turned anything on. And again, I hear the television on. I'm really concerned. I'm home by myself. Value bet from Tino quickly gets called by the better King X. Man, I'm gonna have to go check that out. I'm getting scared. So the TV did turn on by itself, but I turned it off because, I'm a human being and I can move my legs. Tino raising the deucey 7 against the two shorties. It's suited. He says this is good enough for me. Andre says the King Jack's good enough for me. Prack with Ace Jack in the big. Fold, dealer. Fold. Prack, fold. I don't know why I called for the dealer to fold, but still fold, Prack. No! 9, ace. Ah, shit. Andre's out of here. Out in 5th place. That's a damn shame. Prack picks up a huge pot, though. Very important for them to take that one down. 50 big blinds and a dream now. Tino sitting at 78. This 4-way battle is anybody's games, and Fisherman has jacks in the big. Doesn't want to go 3 ways to a flop. Robin Hood with King Queen suited. In the small, what do we do now? Do we call? 130 some bigs deep, he will fold. Fisherman 8 and a 7. Tino with 6s facing a 3.5x. Ace Jack deuce flop. Lead from Fisherman with a backdoor flush. Does he have backdoor straight to the 9-10 as well? Nothing comes in for him. Had the 2 overs to the 6s. Seeing a check on the turn, he could fire away on the river, but he just says, I will let you have this one, Tino. 175 million chips for Fisherman. Let's do some quick math. So between Robinho and Tino, we got 260 mil. With Perak 310, Fisherman 170 some. So what, like 480 million chips in play? Something like that. Alrighty, Rue. Straight draw to the jack for Perak. Boop-a-da-doo, we'll just find the fold on the turn. 9-8 suited, Fisherman might get right back in there. Will you take a hand off? Not likely. Why would you fold 9-8 suited here? Robinho with ace-9 in the big, maybe that's why. Nope, we're flopping a pair of 8s, don't matter. 1 diamond for Robinho, 2 overcards to the board, backdoor straight. Do. Pretty small bet. Come along, Robinho. We're seeing a lot of this between these two. Jack of diamonds on the turn. Fisherman might want some protection, so he goes bombs away. Robinho with the nut flush draw. No straight draw. Plays called diamond on the turn. Whew. So he may not be getting the correct odds to call there. With that being said, there's something called, what is it called? Shit. It's when you make your hand and then there's expected value. What is the word? Is it just called expected value? If you're making your hand? I feel like there's a different term for that. Nonetheless, so in the case Robinho makes his hand, which he did make diamonds on the river, there's opportunities for Robinho to win immense amounts of chips if Fisherman has a worse flush. So Robinho calls even though he's getting not the right price. Once you face the big bet on the turn, you're typically priced out unless you've got that expected value There's a different name. I don't know why my brain can't pull it out of the abyss right now, but that's the case. Pocket pair versus pocket pair. Don't jam. Oh. Quick call from eights. Gonna need to see a 3. No 3. Huge pot for Parak. 86 bigs. Right back in the game. Robinho's not too upset about that outcome. Although, okay, so you don't want Fisherman just to have 186 big blinds. So that's why I'm saying he's okay with the outcome. He's in first place. The thing is, this is still anybody's game. We're playing 80 big blinds deep. This is crazy. Tino's getting aggressive with the queen 7 suited. Very mediocre hand, even though it's suited. But again, we're playing 80 big blinds deep, so we can play these mediocre hands. We're going to see a lot of cards flying around. Not here with the 4 deuce. Robino playing 8-7-0. We are going to see the chips fly around. 3s in the big call. Straight draw, backdoor flush for Robino. Pair of 3s with no backdoor flush. Probably going to find the fold. Nice steal from Robinho. Tino Jack 8-0. Deuces for Robin. Deuce on the flop. Nope. Ace 9-6. Tino with backdoor straights. 2 overs to the deuces. Checks back the flop. We'll stab on the king turn, and that will work for Tino. Keeping this an 80 big blind game. Prak, Tino going to the flop, 8-5-4. Everybody's got 2 overs. Prak with the backdoor nut flush draw. Tino will stab on the club completing turn. Ace high comes along. 6 on the river. Tino blocking 9-7. Will give on up. Goes check, check. Ace high will take it, and blinds go up. Three of a kind for Robinho in position. Check, check. There you go. Giving Tino a chance to catch up, but it will not happen this time. Queen on the turn, 4-5 isn't going to do nothing no matter what. A couple of aces here. Everybody's got an ace. This is so cool. Got a couple suited aces. Ace king's going to 3-bet. If Fisherman doesn't do it first, Tino, or are we going to stick in the 4-bet? 4 bets all in. Huge bet. A6 cannot call. Pretty big pot there for Tino. 73 blinds. Robino sticking in the raise here with 3-4. Might get 9-4 out of the pot. Just kidding. Not going to happen here today. Prak with 3 of a kind. Not going nowhere. Fisherman says, do you want to check numbers? Tino says, nuh-uh. Oh boy. 3-4 bombs away, 6 on the river. I mean, nicely done by Prak. Just a slow play. 3 of a kind here, even on a scary-ish board. I mean, not scary-ish. Only 8-7 diamonds. Robinho gives up with the 4 high. Pretty big pot for Prak. 94 blinds now. And a comfortable second will raise the suited jack on the button, and he will get it through. Fisherman Fisherman has a suited 4-5, sees a king high board, gonna lead a big blind. Tino with an ace and the backdoor flush draw, raising it up and taking the pot. Wow, this is just a shit song. King 10 for Fisherman. Don't see anything else going on. They'll take down the blinds. Blind on blind, Robin Ho. 9 and a 4 will just walk out Fisherman. Then he gets jacks. Rewarded for the patience. Queen 9 in the big is a defending hand. Flop and top pair. Super wet. Robin Ho could use a big bet. Goes for a third, okay. 7 on the turn, pairing the board. Things are weird. Spades complete. Tino leads. Jacks without a spade. Just gonna play call. Jacks with a spade would probably call as well. Spade on the river. Tino sitting there with his 9. Are you gonna turn this into a bluff somehow? Not likely, right? Why would you turn your 9 into a bluff? Tino checks it over. Robin Ho shows him the jacks. A walk for Perec. Tino showing him some respect. Tino in last place with 68 blinds. I think their strategy is going to be just let me play with the aggressive lead. I'll pick my spots wisely. Put some pressure on some people out of position. He gets played back here with the queen jack, and he's just gonna have to fold. Boo ba da boo, boo ba da boo. Ace and a 9 for the Fisherman. Pair of 10s for Robin Ho with the backdoor hearts. What's going on here? Deuce, a spades on the turn. No help for Fisherman, but he does block the nut flush draw. Big oh my lord, from Fisherman leading on out, blocking the nut flush draw, king on the turn, spades complete. And he bonds for just right around pot. Robin Ho not afraid to make the big play. We saw with the king queen earlier, overbet, got a 2 pair to fold. Will Robin Ho lay down the pair of 10s? He does. Both big stacks showing each other respect. Not afraid to pull the triggers either. Wow. Pair of kings for Perec. Have the lead over Robin Ho for the time being. Boo 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 boo. Deuce on the turn, giving Perec a full house. Deuce on the river, giving Robin Ho 4 of a kind and the best hand. That's pretty funny. Perec playing the board. Facing an overbet. He might call this. No. Very funny hand there. Perec with the 7s. Limps in to Robin Ho's big blind, who has an ace, so price of poker's going up. Call from the 7s. Queen 10 6 flop. Perec gonna teach us some lessons. 9 on the turn. With a gutter to the 8, but it'd be a shitty end of the straight. King on the river. Blocking 7 8, 7 jack. 7 jack isn't a straight. Yeah, it is. Jack. 1 liner to a jack. My bad. Robin Ho. We'll just check and take the pot. Limp pot, Robin Ho, suited queen. 9-6 suited for fisherman, 1 spade for him. Robin Ho blocking queen jack. Ace queen. Ace queen would raise pre-flop. Fisherman with 9-6 sticks in the raise first. The 1 big blind bet on the king 10-10 flop. 1 spade and fisherman gets the job done. Wow. Ace king for Parag. Tino with a suited 10-9. 1 club for him. Top pair, top pick kicker for Parag. And Tino sticks in the raise here. What the hey? 10 on the turn will slow him right down. 22 million chips in the middle. Weird stuff. Without a club, without the straight draw, he's probably going to find the fold. That's why we play check raise on the flop. We are not just looking to make a pair of 10s, but Tino calls anyhow. Valuable teaching lesson. Tino says we are playing to make a pair. We'll fold on the river. Unimproved though. Pretty big pot for Parag, now tied with Robin Ho. Gets a few chips to throw around, so it plays the 8-4 from the big. Suited ace for Tino and an ace jack. Whoopsie. Ace jack in the big. Do-ka-da-do, do-ka-da-do, do-do-do-do. What's going on here? Straight blocker for Robin Ho. Just silly old ace-6 for Tino. Might try to stab. He does take a bet. And it works. Nicely done by Tino, hanging in there with 50 bigs. Boo, 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 boo. Blind on blind. Robin Ho raising. Fisherman with the king. He sticks in the raise, right around 3x. Robin Ho suited and connected. Might want to go to the flop. Did not want to see this. So he will find the fold. Got a few playable hands. Robin Ho with a pocket pair. It's real small. Still plays call. Do-do-do. 3 to a straight flush for Parag. Robin Ho does block it. Put a 5 out there, dealer. 4 spades. Pretty weird card. Both players have straight draws now. Parag with the flush draw to boot. Bets big. Well, well, well. 3 on the river. It's a spade. Parag gonna take a huge pot here. 40 million. Who knows if a river bet gets paid. Board pairs. 11 million. It's pretty small. 5 of spades is a pretty good card to call down here with. Do. Fives will find the fold in the end. Move right on along. No pair for Parag. Will find the fold out of position. Do. 9-8 with a straight draw to the 10, a pair of sixes for Robinho. Boom, 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 boom. 9-8 will stab. Pretty big 2/3. And it's gonna work. Robinho folds the pair of sixes. Wow. Nicely done by Tino. Nine Jack open-ended comes along. Prack picks up a flush draw. This is fun. Prack bombs away over bet. 9 Jack probably gonna have to fold now, just priced out of the pot. What if he raises? Not gonna happen here. Couple of aces in the blinds. This is fun. Jack 10-9 flop. No club for Fisherman. 4 to a straight for Tino. Do. Ace 4 for the Fisherman raising. Wait, what the hell's going on here? Jack 5 defends the big blind. 106 bigs. Prack with a few too many to throw around here now. To be fair, Fisherman has been probably our most aggressive player throughout the final table. So Prack says, we'll play some wide poker then, if that's how you want to play, bucko. Tino flopping pretty good here, top pair with the royal flush draw. 10-6 limping in. Tino flopping a flush draw. Making a pair of 8s on the turn. Not quite what he's looking for. 10-6 ain't stabbing, so it don't matter. Fisherman does block the flush. Blocks 6-7 as well. Could see a check raise come in here. Probably not though. Tino going for some value. Fisherman thinking it through. 6-7's cool to block, but I think the flush is more relevant in this pot. Fisherman is thinking it over. Will find the fold. Nicely done. Ace and a king with no pair. Straight draw to the jack. Tino with the straight draw to the 7. Pair of 6s is good for the time being. King on the river changes that. Goes check, check. Fisherman takes a nice 20 million chip pot. Tino 45, 47 bigs, raising it up with the king 3, taking it down. Barack, queen and a 9. Fisherman with the suited king comes along. Ace, queen 5 flop. 1 heart for the fisherman. Boo ba da boo. Check check on the flop. Check check on the turn. Prack playing the pair of queens super sneakily. Goes for some value on the river half pot. Could be some like Jack 10, 10, 9, 8, 7 suited, those sort of hands that just completely whiff. Check down to the river. So fisherman calls down with the king high, not too surprising. Do-ba-da-do-do-do-do-do. Do-ba-da-boo-boo-boo-ba-boo. Be-be-da-do-do-do-do-do. Be-ba-da-boop-boop. Be-ba-da-boop-boop. Be-ba-da-boop-boop-boop-ba-boo. What the hay's going on here? Jack 8 with a pair, 10-9 with a pair. 23 million chip pot, holy shit. Tino limping in the queen 9. Prac with a suited king. Ooh, and he flopped a flush draw. We got a straight draw going on for Tino. Looking to smack a 6. Does go check check on the flop. Doop a doop boop 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 boop. Boom 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 boom. Diamonds miss. 8 pairs the board. We see a pot size bet by Tino with the heart blocker with the straight blocker, and it works. But of course, king high not going to call down this time. Ooh, we have got some playable hands. The 5-4 hits the muck. Ace jack in the big is suited. Robin Ho just calls, flopping top and bottom pair. No diamonds for any player. Getting checked too. Tino thought about it for a second. Queen on the turn. Fisherman could try to represent the queen jack. We'll see if he fires. Nope. Just gonna check down that pair of jacks. One liner to the royal flush. King makes a straight now, so fisherman, providing they don't fold, will take down the pot. Bets for a little protection. Maybe not protection, a little value. A little value bet here on the river. Not gonna happen. Fisherman gets a walk with the old king 10 suited. Blind on blind. 6-5 going for the raise. 4-3 folds. Jack 9 for fisherman. Flopping a pair. Straight and flush draw for Prac. Banking the flush on the river. Straight for fisherman. Probably doesn't want to see that big bet. Pretty obvious that diamonds got there. What sort of holdings would bluff though? Maybe some sort of king queen without a diamond? Maybe a 6 bets for value? That's really optimistic. Maybe a jack bets for value, so you're chopping the pot there sometimes. Weird spot for the fisherman. Nice pot for Prac. 170 million chips just about. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Tino sticking in the raise. Fisherman goes for the raise. from the small blind. Tino's ace high will take it down. King and a jack for Robin Ho. Sixes come along. Flopping a set and Robin Ho with top pair. Straight draw to the 3 for Parak. Probably not going to do too much here. Boop, 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 do. Do. Sixes bomb. Pair of fours fold. Robin Ho can't fold just quite yet. Jack. Oh, he does find the fold on the turn with the king jack. Nicely done, Robin Ho. Holy shit. Wasn't expecting that at all. Boom, boom, boom. Couple of ace highs going to war in the blinds. Could chop the pot on a queen or a 9. A 3 also gets the job done. 7 is not the card. No, it is not. Ace 8. Wait, what the fuck is wrong with me? They're chopping the pot. I can't count cards. My bad. Man, it's time to retire before things even begun. Top set for Parak. Middle pair for Fisherman with the backdoor flush draw. Backdoor straight draw. Small bet could come along. King of spades on the turn. Fisherman doesn't pick up any equity, so it's probably just going to be a check old fold, though. So a little bet from, or a little bet for the set. The big bomb should get through, though. Hard to call here with a pair of 8s. Finds the call with the pair of 8s. Surely it is time to retire. Full house for Parak. Surely we don't pay a river bet, right? Surely it's a fold on the river. Overbet from Parak. Obviously repping the ace king aces. This isn't no ace jack bet. So what sort of draws? 9-10 suited, 9-10 of spades or diamonds. Queen jack, jack 10, 6-5. There's certainly plenty of bluffs he could pull this sort of play off with. This time round, it's pocket aces. Nice fold from Fisherman. Parak up to 180 mil. We've still got a pretty crazy 4-way battle going on. But if blinds have gone up, we could start to see a cooler at some point. It's definitely more possible. Ace and a queen for Tino. Do. Ace high board, gutter to the queen for Fisherman. Bam, 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 bam. Fishermen don't call, we just move along. Ace and a 5 raising from the small blind. Robin Ho in a weird spot with the king 10 suited. Ace and a jack for Tino. Parak with the king and an 8 from the small sticks in a big ol' raise. Getting nice and aggressive with the big stack. Tino comes along, top pair for Parak. Middle pair, top kicker for Tino. 38 million chips in the 37 in the middle. My bad. Tino comes along for 1. Stack to pot ratio right around 1-1. The king 8 checks. Tino will check. Gonna need an ace or jack. What if he bets real small here just to check down on the river? Get some protection from spades, queen 10, which both get there on the river. This probably goes check check. Huge pot for Parak, getting nice and aggressive, flopping well. Not too bad of a spot for them. Queen 6 on the button, raising it up. We'll take it down pre-flop. Queen and an 8 for Tino. Or sorry, Robinho. Tino, deuce 9. Fisherman 5-4 suited in the small. Likes himself a raise. Here it is. Huge. 5x almost. We'll get the job done pre-flop. Nicely done from Fisherman. Queens. Ooh. Queens are fun. A7 going for the raise. Tino playing small 3-bet. It will just get through pre-flop. Do 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 do. Queen jack flopping top pair for the Parak. Bow now, 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 now. Queens for Tino. Limping them in. Parak won't raise this time. I'll just flop bottom pair. Tino with the middle set. Check, check on the flop. Tino leads right around half pot. 9-5 comes along to the river, so Tino does get a little action. 10 million in the middle, and the bet is 8.1. Parak folds the 5s. Ace queen in the big. Parak likes to put the pressure on. Gonna limp in this time round. Robinho raising it up. Parak could always 3-bet. Just look to take this chip. Oh, he does. There it is. 21.6 million chips. Robinho probably going to jam this in. Do you ever call? Nope, the jam is the play. Robinho moves along with 110 million chips. Boop it a boo, boop it a boo, boop 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 boo. 9-7 with a straight draw, backdoor flush draw. Parak as well with a straight draw. 6 would be a dirty card. Ace also works for Parak. Check raise from the 2 overs, backdoor flush, straight draw to the 6. Interesting. Once you just start saying out all the shit you got going on, you may as well raise. Straight draw. Gets longer. Doesn't pick up any more outs, but he does turn the club draw. Bets about pot, and the king high has to fold. Nicely done from Fisherman, taking a nice pot off the big stack. As the four-way battle will just persist. A couple of ace highs here. Deuce for Tino. Always hard to hang in there, just the pair of twos though. Tino going for some protection. Queen on the turn, that's good news for Tino. Still Jack 10, King Jack clubs. There's backdoor hearts that will just fold here. Fisherman comes along with the ace high, so Tino is even getting value from that. The only danger is if Fisherman turns his ace 7 no club into a bluff, and it's gonna work. Oof. What a spot there for Fisherman, just a lead on out. Robin Ho has a suited ace. Prack with jacks in the big will play 3-bet. Robin Ho folds. Fisherman moving along. Ace jack, gonna raise it on up. Robin Ho with 5 deuce suited. We'll just find the fold and move right on along. Ace and a 9 for Tino, you will raise it on up. Ace 7 for Prack might come along. Oops. Robin Ho, 4-4 comes along in the small. Pair of 9s for Tino. I wonder if the 4s come along to a turn with the diamond. Under a pair to the board, probably not. Robin Ho quickly folds. Ace and an 8. Robin Ho, raise your button up. King queen in the small. Could 3-bet. Could call. 8-5-4 flop. All clubs. Robin Ho will probably stab and take it almost always. Fisherman with a couple overcards, no club, will find the fold. Gets the ace king next hand. Flopping top pair, betting and taking the pot. Then gets queens, ace king suited, the 2 big stacks. This will be fun. Prack will come in with a 3-bet surely. Although we do see ace king call from out of position sometimes when we don't want to play huge pots versus another big stack. This time four-handed, I think we're getting in. Oh, just kidding. Fisherman calls with the queens. Prack only with 1 club. Goes check check on the flop. 4 on the turn, changing nothing. If Prack had 6-5, he made a straight, but probably not going to be there. Boop-a-da-boop, boop-a-da-boop. Down, down, down. Prack will just fold the ace king. So what could have been scary ended up not being so scary. Boom, 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 boom. King and a jack coming along in the small. Prack with a queen 10 and Fisherman king 9. Oh, we'll stick in the 3-bet from the big. Well, well, well. Fisherman with seemingly the worst of it takes it down. Boom, boom. Jack 7 suited for Prack, right back in there, but no action this time round. But aces in the small for Tino. Prack with an ace likes to get aggressive. 7-8 on the button raises first. So maybe Prack will escape all danger. 3-bet from aces. Fisherman probably gonna find the fold here. 7-8 suited for Tino on the button. Looks like a play. A7 in the big. I defend. Queen, king, nope. Queen, jack, 10 flop. Straight draw to the 9 for Tino. Although it would be the shitty end of the straight. Still will take a stab and get it through. Get aces, or ace high to fold, sorry. Then he gets the old queen, queen. Tino getting a few nice hands. Fisherman defending the big blind. King 9, flopping a straight and a pair. Top set for Tino. Fisherman comes along looking for 10. 4 is not what we wanted, no. Boom. Tino bets small again, giving Fisherman a price to come along. Boop-a-da-doo. Fisherman sticks in the raise even. Interesting stuff here. Deuce on the river. Queens ain't folding. Fisherman obviously repping king 10, 9s. Maybe even some 2 pairs. Fisherman bombs away, not for all of what Tino's got, but Tino ain't folding a set. Nice call by Tino. 110 million chip pot there for him. Finds himself in second place. Flush draw for Tino. Top pair for Fisherman with the straight draw to the 7. Clubs complete on the river. 8-6 goes for an overbet. Interesting. Tino sticks in the raise. Not surprised to see this. Surprised to see the overbet from the 8-6 though. Boop it do 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 do. Do. Fisherman really thinking this one through. Interesting stuff here. Fisherman makes a call in the end with a pair of 8s, blocking the straight. Do flush draw. What do? You take a stab, you take down the pot. Nicely done. Do. The queen and the deuce going for a raise. Tino with the big stack, don't give a shit. Boom. Pair of kings for Robin Ho. You found the fold, right? What the hell just happened there? No, Robin Ho won the pot. My bad. I don't know what the hell happened. Focus up, man. Pair of twos for Parak. Fisherman with the king high. No backdoors. Facing a raise from the king deuce. We'll find the fold, surely. Bow, 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 bow. Five, six with a pair. We'll stab and take it. Bow, bow, bow. Do 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 do. Pair of threes, looking good for the time being. Tino with the jack in the tin. No action though. Bum 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 bum. Queen 9 suited for Robin Ho, raising. 3-4 defending the big blind, flopping 2 pair. Backdoor flush draw, no backdoor straight for Robin Ho. Deuce brings a 1-liner to a 5. Prag will bet and take it. Boo 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 boo. Ace and a 9, flopping top pair. Parak with middle pair. Top 2 now for Robin Ho after what? Check on the flop. Even though the pot's huge, what the hell is going on? Flush draw for Parak. Not getting the right price, so he's gonna find the fold with the pair. Move right on along. Do. Ace and a queen for Tino. Raising and taking it. 93 big blinds. King 10 suited for Robin Ho. Limp on in, okay. Fisherman comes along in the small, looking to flop a pair. Not here, not today. Boom, 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 boom. Robin Ho, open-ended. Puts in his small bet. Jack deuce comes along, queen on the turn. Boop, boo, doo, doo, doo. Jack deuce going for a lead on out on the board pairing turn. Ace on the river giving Robin Ho the straight. Bum 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 bum. Do. 6 deuce for Tino. What do you do here? Down. 6-7 with nothing folds. Nice little play by Tino to steal the pot. Do. Bow. Meow. Tino, queen 9 with the big stack, we're raising it up. 6-9 in the big, defends. No stab small and 6-9 folds. Eights for the fisherman, looking to take a few off Tino. The fisherman, still good. Tino won't bluff on the King River. 24 big blinds now for PT Fisherman. Picks up an ace on the button, raising and taking the blinds. King 4 suited. Raising. Prack in the big with an ace, the small with an ace. Might come along to a flop. Sticks in a 3-bet here. Interesting stuff. Nice aggressive play. King 4 suited now has to fold and move right on along. Bow, bow, bow. Robin Ho with the ace, limping it in, flopping top pair, 7 deuce with nothing. 5 million chips in the middle. PT Fisherman might want them. Might say, fuck what I have in my hand. Look at the board. There's 4 diamonds out there. If he doesn't bet, I might just bet. Ooh, a 5th diamond. Oh, how tempting it is to bluff here. We're playing the board in both players' shoes. Big bet by Robin Ho. Fisherman has to fold, unfortunately. Oh, he gets kings and Tino has ace queen suited. Robin Ho ace 4 suited. This just gets in somehow. Limp from Tino. How does it get in? Fisherman plays small raise. I suppose Tino could call. Nope, not here. Not now. This gets in. Ace queen suited versus kings. Fisherman looking to get back up over 40 bigs. Queen on the flop. No ace or queen. Full double for Fisherman. Through the big stack. That's good news for the whole table. Boop-a-da-boo, 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 boop, 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 boo. Eight and a 4 going for raise. Six, 5 in the big might defend, might just fold. We're going to the flop. Tino with the flush draw, betting and taking the pot down. Pair of queens for the Fisherman. Now a pair of 10s for Prack. Uh-oh. Pretty dirty turn there, Poker Stars. Do. What's going on here? Pair of aces for the Fisherman. Tino with the backdoor flush. Straight draw to the queen for Prack. Do. Look at this here from Tino. Betting 2/3, Jack 10 folds, but of course. Ace comes along. Ace on the river. Fisherman with a boat. Bam, bam, bam. Goes check, check. Fisherman shows him boat. Bam, bam, bam. The fisherman raising the ace. King 10 suited comes along. Do. King 10 will take a stab and get the ace to fold. Nicely done. Do. Aces for fisherman. Jack 10 suited for Tino. We could go to a flop. He might call the 3-bet. Maybe it's too much. Nope, it's not too much. Only one spade though, so nothing really gonna happen here. Do. Aces will start things off with under a third pot size bet and get it through. Do. Goes check, check on the river here. Tino will take it with a pair of tens. 8 and a 3, gonna fold the small. This crazy freaking 4-way battle still going on here. Queen 3 suited in the small. Limping it in. Robin Ho, Ace 5 suited might bump it up. 7 million in total. 5 more million to Parak. 9, 8, deuce flop. Robino checks it back. Ace on the turn, completing club draw. Or the club draw. Don't think we're gonna see too much happen here. Another club on the river. Does Parak stab? Nope. Robino will just take it with a pair of aces and blinds go up again. Queen 9 for Tino. Might have taken over the position as the most aggressive player on the table from Fisherman, even though Fisherman still sees a lot of flops. Plays them well. Very interesting final four here. Do. Fisherman. King Jack. Raise and take it. 55 blinds. Queen this time. Surely no action though. Ace and a 4 of the same suit in the big blind. Again, one of those weird spots where facing a limp you could bump up the price of poker. You could just go to a flop with the suited ace. Fisherman says no, we raise here, and Robin Ho folds 7 jack. Do. Queens for Parak. Deuces for Tino. Defends the big. Middle set for Parak. Under pair to the board for Tino, who will just fold. Threes for Robin Ho. King 9 will defend the big and flop top pair. Threes hanging in there. Might want to bet to take down the pot right here and now. It's not going to work. Tino, did you change your mind about numbers? Not likely. Boo. It is super weird. So $1.5 million to first. Next person to bust gets $500K. So we're talking about $1 million swing here. Tino says we can look after the chips have traded around for a good hour. But he needs more, he says. And that does just sound like something Tino will do. More what? More dollars, of course, fisherman. Tino, mo money. Yeah, Tino is. He's. It's not disrespect to the other players. It's just a statement of fact. Tino is inarguably the best player at the final table here. Not surprised to see him ask for more money. The thing is, it's we're asking Tino to chop it up because Tino's the best player. Tino has the least reason. He's got the least amount of reasons to chop up this prize pool, where he's sitting the favorite to scoop the 1.5 mil. So why would he want to? And it's so weird because Tino will look at numbers, of course. It's not like he's never going to look at them, but he's going to ask for more money, and that's just expected. Do. Do. Tino says, let's look. Robino says, let's look. Down to 21 bigs. Prac. Okay, we're looking at numbers. Not surprised to see in the, what is this, a 5K main event? Nope, we're not surprised to see it. It's been one hell of a four-way battle, and I'm kind of surprised it hasn't happened earlier. Can we see ICM numbers? 100K left to play, and it looks like they did chop it up. Sorry, no deal. Oh shit, they are chopping it up. Tino wanted too much. Not down for ICM. ICM is too good for the shorty. We could play for 50K, 25K more for Fisherman, 20K for Prac. In the end, they're going to say, let's just play. Dang, I'm kind of surprised to see that. You'd almost expect Robinho to really fight for a chop there, but with that being said, he has the least leeway. He's going to need some more chips if he wants to be able to talk during that sort of negotiation. Bam, 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 bam. Bum, bum. Alrighty, so the four-way battle continues. Fisherman at 70 bigs. Probably really wanted that chop, but too damn bad. Just gonna have to play it on out. Prac with top pair. Has the diamonds covered for Fisherman. Five, changing nothing. No outs for Fisherman. Just a dead old fish out of water. Can't do nothing here. Boop-a-doo-doo. Flopping around. The PT Fisherman. Throwing chips around. Prac limping in King 2 suited. 8 deuce for Robinho. We'll check it back. Very good flop for Prac, although there's no action to be had. Robinho probably not even stabbing. I've been wrong. King on the turn. Just don't see any reason for Robinho to start bluffing here. Robinho says, yeah, I agree. Just nothing. You aren't going to catch me with your trap here, you silly Bill. Nicely done, Robinho. King Jack for Tino, ace and a queen for the Fisherman. 3-bet incoming. Nope, just plays call. Okay. 10-5-3 flop. Do. Tino bets about a third. Ace queen's in a weird spot, but does come along out of position. 21 million chips in the middle. About half of what Robinho has. Do 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 do. Bam, bam, bam. Ace queen leads on out the 7 river. Okay. Tino will just fold the king jack and we move along. Pair of 9s for Tino. Nao 2 pair. Giving him the best of it. 1-liner to a 7. Jacks aren't too happy here for Robin-O. Does come along. Queen on the river. He blocks Jack 10. Uh-oh. What the hell happens here? Tino bets 12 mil into about 21. Real hard to fold jacks if we're being honest. I wanted to see them be turned into a bluff just for shits and giggles. On the final table of a 5K main event, you're probably not going to do anything for shits and giggles. So Robin-Ho finds the call and sees the bad news. Ace and a jack raising. Jack 9 suited for Parak. We'll just lay it down in the small blind. Looks like we're just gonna wait for Robin-Ho to bust. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to talking numbers soon as Robin-Ho makes their exit. Robin-Ho down to 22 million is gonna need some help. I suppose I shouldn't count them out just quite yet. Aces for Parak. Fisherman, who likes to get aggressive with King Jack, will play call this time. Jack 10, 2 flop, top pair, second best kicker for the Fisherman. Aces going for some value. Another huge pot size bet. Fisherman in a pickle. What do you do here with King Jack? I don't know. King Jack comes along. $97 million in the middle. Pot size bet here. Jam from the aces. Fisherman folds quickly. Nicely done. Escaping the danger. Parak back in first place with 77 bigs. Deuce 4 with the pair and the flush draw here. Top pair for Fisherman. Gonna bet super small, give Parak a good price to come along. No spade, no deuce, no 4. Now it's an easy check fold. Ooh, Queen Jack in the big. We'll see what happens before. Blind on blind. I think 6-5 doesn't jam, does it? 6-5 just folds and moves along. 5-5 for Tino. A king for Fisherman, who's gonna limp in. 5s, check it back. 7, Jack 4, flop. Check from the king deuce, check from the 5s, 8 on the turn. 5 on the river. Fisherman doesn't block anything. He's just gonna check down the king high. Bam, 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 bam. Fives go for some value, but none to be had. Yeah. This could be it for Robinho. He's going to need an ace or king. One king is dead. There's some straight possibilities. Tino calls with nines. 9 on the flop. That will do it. 2 pair for Robinho is no good. What a damn shame. Good game for Robinho. Just, what can you say, you know? Came in here. Want to have another look. Yep, they're going to talk numbers out soon as Robinho busts. This probably will get chopped up. 750k to third place. Double that for first. Holy shit. Tino says I want 1.1. No disrespect. ICM or play. Tino says alright, let's gamble. Fisherman says I want a mil. Play. Whoa. Prack, are you willing to give up? A little bit, but not that much. I want 1 mil. Who is that? This is awesome. 20 both and I'm okay. I said my conditions. You already take 25k. 40 or play, says Tino. I would do 15 each, but last word. Tino wants about 25 extra $1,000? Is that it? Tino's doing some math. Deal. Deal, 15k each. Yes. So Tino gets 1.1, right under 1.1 for Prack, right under 1.1 for Fisherman. So they almost chop it up evenly with Prack, the big stack, understanding who he's playing against. It makes a lot of sense. And like Tino said, no disrespect. That's kind of just the way these things happen. Because again, like, it makes no sense for Tino to chop it up there if he thinks he can just run over the table. But then it does start to make sense once you talk about so many thousands of dollars, and once you talk about a mill ball, things are different. Ace queen flopping top pair, but that's no good. Fisherman with top 2. Pretty good time for Tino to chop things up, if we're being honest. Pretty damn good time. Fisherman jams. Quick call from Tino. No queen. Tino down to 6 big blinds. That's unfortunate. Tino takes down the huge score as we see Fisherman come along with a pair of 5s. So again, like, that's just like a great example for why you do chop things up. You can just get top pair versus top 2 pair just at any 1 second. So that's why they waited for Robinho to bust and instantly went into the deal making process. Blinds go up. That doesn't quite matter. I don't think there was anything left to play over, or left over to play for. Boop 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 boop. Do the ace jack with the straight draw. Pair of kings for Parac. Straight draw gets longer, but that doesn't help you. Ace 3. Oh, the straight gets there. So Fisherman's going to take down this one. Top 2 pair for Parac. I wonder if this just gets in on the river. Nope, not first. That's small bet. Boop-a-doo-doo. We got way too many big blinds. And again, I don't know if we're playing for anything other than the title. So this is weird. Parac finds the fold. Nicely done. 108 bigs for Fisherman. Prack at 55. Boop-a-doo-doo. So we had the 3 big stacks starting things off. Fisherman is the lone remaining big stack. 320 mil. Prack managed to hang on out as all those shorties busted. I suppose there's only 2 of them. Then Parac slowly picked away, found their spots, did a great job of being patient. Sometimes that's all you can do. Sometimes on a final table, your situation has been described for you. Not much you can do about that. Prak done a great job surviving to second place, even chopping it up. Final 3, that's no problem. Gotta be pretty ecstatic with a 1-0 score. Boop-a-da-boo, boop-a-da-boo, boop-a-da-boo. What's going on here? Top pair versus pocket kings. Jack on the turn should be pretty scary for the old 6-10, even though we might hang in there for another bet. We're probably hanging in there for another bet. We are not happy about it. 6 on the river, changing everything. Prak gonna get a full double. This is funny. Boop-a-da-boo. Full double, quick call from 2 pair. Just like that, Prak in first place. Flopping top pair here. Fisherman going with the stab with the queen high. Boop a doo 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 doo. King and an 8 making a pair. Fisherman, unfortunately, no pair status. Ace high again. Boom, 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 it now. King, king, 8 flop. That's bottom pair for the fisherman. Ace jack going for a stab. Gonna see the bad news and come along to the turn, which is a queen of clubs. What in the world do we do here now? Ace jack, heads up battle. We could be calling down here. Very small bet. Not surprised to see that in the end. Just unfortunate. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, 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 bam. 4-6 with jack shit. Making a 6 on the turn though. Prak with any ace, queen, or king for the straight. Queen will do on the river. Boop-a-da-boo, boop-boo-da-boo. Big bet from Prak and the 6 folds. Ooh, ace jack suited versus queen jack suited. Not gonna get this in pre-flop, but we are seeing a huge old bet from the queen jack. 3-betting it on up. Fisherman calls and we both flop top pair. Well, 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 PokerStars. Thanks for the setup. Queen jack gonna need some runner on our hearts or the 9-10 straight. Can we fold to the 2-bet on the flop? I'd guess not. There's diamonds, there's backdoor hearts, there's 10-9, there's king, nope, not king, queen 10, queen 9, 10 on the river. Hard not to see another bet go in here. I'd imagine Fisherman's going for some value. Diamonds miss, the straights miss except for queen 9. There's the value bet. Queen jack. What do we do? Not surprised to see a call in the end there. That's a huge 200 million chip pot going Fisherman's way. Both players with the 4, the suited 4. We'll take it down pre-flop with the aggression. So Fisherman back up to right around 100 bigs. Did a good job after losing a few big pots of battling it back out. We do both have a pair of 9s here. This is fun. Do 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 do. Nine, 6, going for a pot-sized bet in position. After the flop goes check, check, diamonds complete on the river. This will go check, check. Nice big pot for Prak. 70 some bigs now. Jack 5-5 flop. Another 5 on the turn. Ace on the river, changing nothing. Fisherman doesn't stab. Boo, 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 boo. Nine 6 versus 9-10, and the 9-7 goes for the raise. 9-10 in a pickle, but it'll come along. Queen 6-6. Parak. Raising it up. Fisherman sticks in the raise with the 10-9. Interesting stuff with the backdoor straight draws. Wasn't expecting that, but it got the job done. King deuce with no pair, 7 deuce with no pair. Has a straight draw to the 9. Big old bet just under pot. Fisherman lays down the king high. A7, raising and taking it. 9 jack, raising, and gonna take it probably. Unless Fisherman says I don't care. He does not care at all. 5-3-0. Let's bump this up. Flop a straight draw. That's kind of funny. The straight draw will bet and take it. Not too bad of a deal for the Fisherman. Fisherman, ace and a 7, dominating the 8-7. Deuce on the turn, changing nothing. Ace on the river. Boo, 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 boo. Fisherman going for some value, but none to be had. Ace queen versus 4s, is this it? Nope. We're too deep to get the 4s in. Club draw for the Fisherman. And the 7 or 9 would also give him the best of it. Ace or queen also works. 4's called. Deuce of hearts on the river, changing nothing, goes check, check. Queen 7 versus queen 7. 10-9-4 flop. Prak will bet in position and take it. Ace 4 raising, king 5 gonna defend. Puts in a 3-bet even. Sure, why the hell not? Fisherman sticks in the 4-bet with the ace 4, getting it through. Nicely done sniffing out that bluff there. Boo ba boo. Queen 6-6 flop goes check check. 8 of clubs on the turn, bringing in draws for both players. 6 on the river, everything misses. King 9 is good, but Fisherman's sizing up a river bet. Full pot size. Prak thinking it over. We'll find the fold in the end. Fisherman with the ace and the 10, flopping the nut flush draw. 3 to a straight, 3 to a flush for Prak. Sticking in the raise with his backdoor equity. Fisherman could just look to get this in somehow. He plays call. Do. Queen on the turn, checks over to Fisherman. Another bet from ace high. 3-6 with no equity will fold. I suppose he could have made a pair of 3s or 6s. Excuse me. 8-8-6 flop goes check check. 7 on the turn. King queen leads out. Ace high calls, 9 on the river, bringing in a 1-liner to a 10 or 5. Hearts is well complete. Fisherman with the king of hearts, sizing up a river bet. Overbet 2x pot. Holy shit, getting the ace high to fold. Queen 4 going for a raise here. 9-8, just gonna find the fold. 33 bigs left for Prac. Flopping a backdoor flush draw, but that's about it. 2 overs to the 6-7. Doesn't matter. You don't know he has 6-7. Queen 8 raising. 8-10 defending. Jack 7 deuce flop. Gutter to the 9 for Fisherman. Backdoor spades. We'll stick in the raise with that backdoor equity. Queen 8 gonna find the fold, and we move along. Fisherman 411 million chips. We are so close to being done. Prac, a hard fought battle, not quite out of this. Looking at 130 some bigs over there, and you've got 30. Sub 30. Well, that's one hell of a deficit to come back from. We'll see if he can do it. It'll start off with a nice double up somewhere. Or, obviously, he'll just bust out and this will be over. Top pair for Fisherman. Ace and an 8 versus Queen and a 9. Both players making a pair. One 9 to a 10 or 5 again. 5 puts us straight out on the board. Spades complete. Prac jams and he will buy the pot there. Nicely done. 2-5 versus 2-3. No action. 4-3 versus 4-2. This is cool. Pair of threes. Fisherman with a straight draw to the 5. Comes along. Prac. 4 deuce. Probably not going to show itself down. Betting big. 4-3 in a pickle. Makes the call. Nicely done, Prac. Hanging on in there. 26 bigs. Ace 10 to queen. Betting and taking it. Prac 9-3 suited limps in. 4 jack suited. Raising it up. 9-3 comes along, makes bottom pair. Fisherman with middle pair, backdoor flush. Prac with the backdoor flush as well. Nobody picks up any equity here. Sorry, Prac picks up a straight draw to a queen. My bad, my bad. Four jack going for some value, but none to be had here. A pair of threes wisely folds and moves along. 5-6 with some backdoor straight draws. We'll start things off with a min bet. Queen 10 comes along with their backdoor straight draws. 6 will pair Fisherman up. Queen 10 gonna have to fold, right? Even though you could have the best of it, maybe he calls. Nope. Boo-ba-da-boo, boo-ba-da-boo. Fisherman limping in. Prac with the king, jamming it. Action flop for the low connected stuff. Straight draw for Fisherman and a pair for Prac. 8-7 sticking in a raise, putting some pressure on that pair of sixes. 10 on the river. Straight completes. Spades miss. All in from Fisherman. 5-6 in a weird spot here, facing the overbet on the river. Can you find the fold? Move along with 14 big blinds? Or do you feel like you're getting pushed around here? It doesn't seem like it's a 10. It's probably 9 or better. In the end, Rack makes the call. Fisherman gets the W. Gets the title. Wow, what a freaking final table. We had the 3 big stacks, as I said earlier. They just slowly picked away at the shorties. And then Parak won a few nice pots. Found himself, 4 ways with the 3 bigger stacks. Didn't chop it up or anything. We waited for Robin Hood to bust. Then Parak locked up $1 million. Pretty damn good showing for him. It's very difficult to find yourself on this final table, and then to find a way to make $1 million starting where Parak is, where he did start. Then Fisherman did just a great job. Was one of our most aggressive players. Tino took that spot over just slightly for a little bit, but then in the end, Fisherman's aggression got the job done. Wowza, what a final table. If you made it all the way through, thanks for checking this shit out. Don't be afraid to check out the other WCOOP 2020 events. Hopefully see you there. Adios.